Alright guys, we need to talk about Enjin coin on the channel once again. Now we haven't talked about Enjin since December 12th. Now I need to point out this was the 12th of December back here. So we find ourselves significantly below where we were then, guys. Now most coins are significantly down as of, the last few months. And much of that is due to, these tariffs and things like that, guys. So a little bit to do with the macroeconomic situation as well. But yeah, we do find ourselves way below. We have about a 70% drop since then. Now, taking a look at Enjin, guys, it is pumping today for some reason. And I tried to look on X, guys, and there's really nothing from Enjin since April 15th. Now, today is the 20th, so yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on. And the pinned, thing here is from December 16th. So yeah, I don't know what's going on really. I tried to look at news as well, guys. Couldn't find anything. Basically, I just think this is pretty much due to pump, and a lot of these altcoins are pumping at the moment. We're kind of starting to see signs of a little altcoin season coming. Now, this resistance has been holding down, Enjin since about February 2nd. Now, most resistances basically started around early February, and you can see there was a couple of attempts here to break out of this. Now, at the moment, we have broken this line, this trend line. Now, I could also readjust this line in several ways. Maybe I could put it up here, and maybe I could adjust it like this, of course. There's several ways we could adjust this, but I think the best way was back here, just to put it on February 2nd. And let's kind of leave it there, guys, because that looks like it hits several times. And I think many of the resistances for most other cryptos basically started around February 2nd. So now we can see Enjin is getting a little bit of a breakout here. So that is actually good to see. Let's look at the RSI, guys. I want to take a look at this real quick. And yeah, on the daily time frame, it is starting to get a little bit overbought here on the Stoke RSI. But the RSI is just about to get into overbought. Weekly, wow, oversold. It's pointed to the upside though, pretty heavily, both with the RSI and the Stoke. Let's take a quick look at the 1 month, guys. It looks like it wants to turn around and go back to the upside. So yeah, it is pointed down at the moment, but this is the monthly, so it takes a long time to move. So I do believe in the next month you're going to see this kind of start ticking up. Now the RSI is a little bit flat here, but it is in neutral territory, and yeah, slightly pointed to the upside. Now these lower term time frames, yeah, overbought on the RSI and the Stoke RSI. The 1 hour time frame is overbought on the RSI, and the Stoke RSI is flirting with being pretty much overbought here. Let's take a look at the 15-minute for fun. Now, it is pointed heavily to the upside on the Stoke, and the RSI just came out of overbought territory. But yeah, it's kind of flirting with it right now. All in all, guys, I think the longer term time frames look better. Although the daily is, getting to the point where it's going to be overbought basically on the Stoke and the RSI. I just think this is really due for a pump, guys. So if we take a look also at the MACD, I do want to look at that real quick. Let's see, MACD. Let's see what this looks like. Yeah, pretty much it looks like most other cryptos, guys. Pretty much at the minus point, 00 something, and starting to print some green candles. So you can see here it's getting a nice little green candle. And yeah, this can run probably, much higher, guys. Look at these waves on the MACD. I mean, if you go back in history, like this runs up to, wow, 0.0815. That is in 2024. Now, way back in history, you do have some larger waves, much larger waves. Wow. So the largest wave we have is 0.5192. So you can see, guys, this has a long way to go. And pretty much when it was in the bull market, it showed a lot of volatility on the MACD. It was pretty much dead for much of the bear market, guys. But I don't think Enjin is dead. I really don't. A lot of people do. But I think Enjin is still a good project. And, you know, it's one of my lower bags at the moment. I may be trying to DCA a little bit more into this before this goes a little bit crazy. Now, taking a quick look at Enjin and the tokenomics, guys, you can see there is no max supply here. There is 1.82 billion circulating. That actually isn't too bad, guys. I like to keep my coins under about 10 billion total if I can. Now, the all-time high was almost at $5, guys, so you're getting about a 98% discount at the moment if you buy now. Now, keep in mind, Enjin is in the gaming community, basically, and it has 250,000 gaming communities, 18.7 million registered gamers. I think they also deal with NFTs and things like this, guys, so, but don't, you know, hold that against me if they don't, but I think they do have a lot of NFTs and things. Anyways, Bitcoin is pretty much going sideways, you know, for about 8 days now, guys. I put this on the 4-hour time frame, and you can see it's just consolidating for really like a week, and really hasn't gone out of the range of about 83,300 up to, let's just say, $85,750. That's pretty much the entire range, aside from a couple of wicks here and there. But yeah, it really needs to do something. But the next resistance is $86,122. And, you know, if we were to close the candle tonight above that, that would show that this would become support. But yeah, right now it is still resistance. Now, taking a quick look at Ethereum, guys, if we zoom in here, we do have bear flag after bear flag after bear flag. And right now, if we put this on a daily time frame, guys, it looks like this last flag here is breaking down. So I hate to be the bearer of bad news. But yeah, there is support here at 1546 though. You know, maybe this will be a fake out. Maybe this will, you know, actually it needs to get above 1600 tonight, you know, to stay in this flag. But if not, guys, this could be a breakdown and we could make another bear flag, unfortunately. But yeah, the next support under 1546 is about 1407. And we have caught support there a couple of times actually, so let's see what happens, guys. But like I always say, Ethereum, you know, isn't my favorite coin. I think there's just better projects like Solana or BNB. Now, taking a quick look at the total market cap, guys, it is trying to push through 969 billion. It just can't do it, and it's tried for the past couple of days. But we are still above this trend line, so that is actually nice to see. Now, dominance, guys, is getting a green candle today. Yesterday and the day before that, we did have some red candles. But yeah, like I said, we don't need to celebrate until we go under this trend line, which is about 2.5 years long and about 60.46%. Then I think we can start to celebrate. But right now, it's still too early. We're still close to this cycle high, up there at about 64.29%. Now, the CME futures probably will open, I believe, maybe tomorrow. It could be. I'm just not 100% sure. I do think in America the Friday was a holiday, so they're probably not going to do Monday. Now, in the Czech Republic, we had Friday and Monday, so but I think the markets do open, so I think tomorrow this will start to trade again. Now, the dollar is actually sitting on support at 99.17 basically. It closed at 99.22 on Friday. So yeah, I mean, this actually says Monday the 21st, but this has been here for a few days. So I think this is a little bit off. It's kind of weird that they have Thursday here and then Monday. Monday, this was here all weekend, so it's kind of odd. Anyways, let's just move on here. Liquidation heat map, guys. It's pretty tame at the moment. 166 million have been wrecked. Pretty much more shorts than longs. If we take a quick look at the fear and greed, guys, if I refresh this, it's not going to happen in 6 hours, but it's okay. 2 hours and 32 minutes is the next update. We do have a 37 on the fear and greed today. Yesterday was a 32. We'll have to wait and see what happens tomorrow. Like I said, we're just kind of going sideways. So I'm not sure if we go up or down really. In my opinion, this is the crypto, not Bitcoin, market sentiment. So I think we tick up a little bit just due to the fact that some of these altcoins are starting to pump like Enjin. Now, it's still Bitcoin season. Let's see. Let's refresh this. Yeah, it's still Bitcoin season. And yeah, we're still at a 20, but it is nice to see that we do have a 2 here instead of a 1, which we've been getting a lot lately. Now, the top indicators, guys, still, I'm a broken record, is 0 from 30. There's nothing really to report here. The Pi cycle top indicator, guys, this is the best indicator in my opinion. I think it's starting to really tick back to the upside with this orange line. So let's see. It's just a really slow indicator, so I can just speculate, and I can zoom in all I want. It's just really hard to see if it's really starting to turn. Now, the economic calendar for tomorrow is pretty, there's pretty much nothing. We do have the U.S. leading index tomorrow, but that won't really affect Bitcoin probably, guys. Now, taking a look at the Fed Watch tools, let's refresh this. It always likes to do that when I get away from this page for too long. But yeah, 86% believe we're not getting a cut. About 14% believe that we are getting a cut. So still a little bit early. I do think we can start to speculate more maybe after next week. Now, crypto bubbles, it's green for the day, although we do have some reds here and there. It's more green than red, so that is actually good to see. Enjin is not in the top 100, unfortunately, or you would see it here. Now, if you want to stake your Enjin, guys, go to Coinondo. You can type in ENJ. Let's see if this will pull something up. Yes, it does. There is 10 deals found. Bybit, yeah, I wouldn't put my money there just to try to get 106%. It's not going to happen, I'm sure. Now, more realistically, you could probably get it in Binance, this 3%, but it is lending, it's not savings. So yeah, I mean, just do your homework, guys. I think I have mine in Bitrue, actually. So I'm not actually getting that much percent, unfortunately. Anyways, guys, if you like this video, like, subscribe, activate the bell, share this video with your friends. Look at some of the deals for the exchanges that I have in the description, guys. And yeah, I really appreciate you, supporting the channel and subscribing. And if you want to become a member of the channel, guys, it only costs $2. I'll put you in the Telegram. You will get these MEXC updates that I show sometimes on the channel. Right now, today, there's nothing showing here, but we ended Friday's session on positive sentiment at 0.5, plus. So that is actually a positive day. And yeah, you will get these in the Telegram. Everything that affects Bitcoin, I forward from MEXC, and so you see it right away, guys. And you will know what really affects Bitcoin and crypto as a whole immediately when it happens. So anyways, if you like this video, like, subscribe, activate the bell, as I said before, and I'll see you guys in the next one.